Here we go. Here's the deal. Your district must remove the thieves to get the maximum success. It's going to have to remove the thieves. There's an African proverb that says, where there is no enemy within, the enemies without cannot hurt you. So we got to be very intentional about removing the thieves. And I want to share with you some of those thieves today that are currently preventing more monies from coming to your district. And I want to call your attention to it. You'll see these in your handouts. You'll find them inside of your packets. It's on the, I believe it's on the left-hand side of your packet. You'll see the PowerPoint handouts for you. But I want to point out real quickly, I said 10, but I'm going to actually give you two more. The first enemy that is a big problem that many of our districts have is, first, many are only seeking grants from limited sources. Okay? They're seeking grants only from a limited number of sources. Think about it. The more sources that you begin to tap into, the more funding that can actually come your way. The second big problem is this. Most districts are not applying as much as possible to the right funders. Okay? So if there were 20 opportunities that we had the potential of applying for grants to, but we only applied for 3 opportunities, again, do the math. The odds are not in your favor. So we want to apply to the right funders more often. A third big problem that a lot of districts have is that they're unaware of the full range of grant opportunities. The opportunities have not been fully explored. I'm going to say it again. Let me see what that's happened. The opportunities have not been fully explored. Okay? And that's what's happening in a lot of cases. So if the opportunities haven't been explored, and if you haven't done an inventory to look at what are your programs, what are the opportunities that we could possibly apply for, then again, there's a leakage there, and we want to fix that leakage. Here's another big problem that a lot of districts are having as well. Many of them are really developing relational equity in their grant process. They might have a grant writer, they may have a contracted grant writer, but they've totally neglected the opportunities that they have to cultivate the relational aspect to help bring in more funding. And the bottom line is this: people give to people. Okay? It's a people's game. So people give to people, even in grants. So if we have not cultivated the relational aspect, then we are missing a huge opportunity to bring in more funds our way. And while we're at this point, I want to share this with you. Here's a challenge. Many of us in this room have been trained to be educators and administrators. Okay? And then what happens, you come in and then you're tossed into having not only to be an educational administrator, but then when you have these budget and shortfalls, now the board is looking at you saying, bring in the money. And you're like, bring the money? Where did they teach me this in school? Nowhere. Nowhere. Most have not been trained on how to bring funds in. And so you haven't, like we saw in the earlier picture, really been properly developed in that area. So there's where oftentimes the shortfall begins to take place.